Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
After Donald destroys DACA, Trump's approval rating takes a sharp turn. President Trump continues to fight for Americans against a dishonest media. Left-wing advocates slander the administration. Even Republicans in Congress are dragging their feet and playing games. But the American people have a president that won't back down. That was especially true this week when Trump announced that DACA was dead. Democrats would not come to the table to negotiate. They've left DACA recipients in the lurch. All because Trump wanted to work with them. Now the American people have spoken. And Democrats should be very nervous. From Rasmussen Reports. The Rasmussen Reports daily presidential tracking poll for Monday shows that 50% of likely U.S. voters approve of President Trump's job performance. 49% disapprove. Most GOP voters want their party to follow Trump, not Senate Republicans. Democrats and liberal activists are angry at the Trump administration for adding a citizenship question to the upcoming 2020 U.S. Census. But 2 out of 3 Americans, 66%, agree that the census should ask respondents whether they are citizens of the United States. 50%. That's the highest it has been in a long time, and finally the tide seems to be shifting towards him as he delivers on his promises to the American people. Americans' views on recent events have tracked with Trump, not the Democrats. After Stephen's insane article calling for the end of the Second Amendment, Americans came out of the woodwork to decry it. Even issues like the census are helping Trump. Democrats fight him on almost every topic. It only makes them look weak and pathetic. They refuse to cooperate with the president. How do they think they'll fare in coming elections? Trump's approval has been getting better and better over the last few months. It has beaten Obama's rating time and again. Keep in mind how much the liberal media praise Obama. Even today, they refuse to acknowledge the terrible decisions the former president made. This same media does nothing but slander President Trump. In the last few weeks, they've pushed a story about a porn star, just to hurt him. They keep pushing the Russia collusion fantasy. Rarely do they give credit to the stellar job he's done. Yet even with all that fake news, Trump's rating is high. Higher than Obama's. Imagine what it would look like if the media was honest. All this is shaping up the midterm elections. With Trump's approval rising, his supporters in Congress might get a huge boost. Democrats will have a hard time winning seats come November. Source: Rasmussen Reports. Monday monsoon President Trump wakes up and obliterates anti-American forces. POTUS was up bright and early. And in his transparent monsoon of tweets, he clarifies why the post office is in jeopardy. Specifically, he is telling us about the huge contribution Amazon is playing in the death of the United States Postal Service. Amazon is owned by Jeff Bezos. Additionally, Bezos also owned the left-leaning Washington Post. Not only does Bezos want our money for products, but he also wants our mind share with his ragtag newspaper. Jeff Bezos, according to Forbes, has a net worth of $120 billion. The man is wealthy, and he pays next to nothing in taxes in America. Jeff paid no taxes in American dollars in 2017 because of the Obama-era favorable tax laws for his Amazon company. More below. Originally, Bezos wanted to build his company on an Indian reservation to avoid taxes completely. California actually stopped the action. Click here for more details. President Trump wants to ensure the United States Post Office stays open for business. And that it does not fail because of Jeff's Amazon deals that are bad for America. America's retailers are going out of business, in part, because of Amazon. And it is not a fair playing field. More below. President Trump's best Monday monsoon tweet is below. Only fools or worse, are saying that our money-losing post office makes money with Amazon. They lose a fortune, and this will be changed. Also, our fully tax-paying retailers are closing stores all over the country. Not a level playing field. As Emma Roller is quoted as saying about Jeff Bezos, "It's not crazy to expect the company owned by the wealthiest man in the world pay taxes to the government that allowed it to become so successful in the first place." POTUS began tweeting on the subject of Amazon and what it is doing to the United States Post Office began a few days ago. Also, President Trump is concerned with tax-paying retailers who are going out of business because of the behemoth Amazon. Amazon's practices are hurting other American companies. POTUS began with, "While we are on the subject, it is reported that the U.S. Post Office will lose $1.50 on average for each package it delivers for Amazon. That amounts to billions of dollars." Next POTUS tweeted, "I have stated my concerns with Amazon long before the election. Unlike others, they pay little or no taxes to state and local governments, use our postal system as their delivery boy, causing tremendous loss to the U.S., and are putting many thousands of retailers out of business." President Trump, in his Amazon monsoon of tweets, also stated, "The failing New York Times reports that the size of the company's lobbying staff has ballooned, and that does not include the fake Washington Post, which is used as a lobbyist and should so register. If the PO increased its parcel rates, Amazon's shipping costs would rise by $2.6 billion. This post office scam must stop. Amazon must pay real costs and taxes now." See tweets below. Do you want to see the Amazon pay its fair share of taxes? If you agree with POTUS and would like to see something done so that our post office doesn't go under, and additionally, that Bezos pays his fair share of taxes, then drop a comment below. Trump's new hire declares immediate plan for all remaining Obama loyalists in D.C. swamp. President Trump promised to clear out the D.C. swamp, and after a year, we've seen plenty of progress. But there's always more to be done. And it'll help that the president has a bulldog of a sidekick now. Trump's controversial new pick for National Security Advisor, John Bolton, is ready to rock Capitol Hill in new and profoundly exciting ways. And perhaps the boldest move is as follows: Obama loyalists still lurking in the dark have been warned. From Breitbart. Rumors have engulfed Washington, D.C., that former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations John Bolton, who will replace H.R. McMaster as National Security Advisor, is seeking to restaff the agency and remove individuals seen as hostile to the Trump administration agenda. Bolton can and will clean house, a former White House official told Foreign Policy. Everyone who was there during Obama years should start packing their SH, another former White House official reportedly said. According to multiple sources, Bolton is expected to launch a massive shakeup at the NSC, and they plan to remove dozens of current White House officials, starting with holdovers from President Barack Obama's administration. I know what you're thinking, why are there still Obama holdovers in the White House? Well, Washington crooks dig in like ticks and it's incredibly hard to remove them from their posts. But the truth of the matter is, anyone loyal to the last regime has no place in Trump's White House. Furthermore, the good news is it won't take long for a Trump loyalist to sniff out the phonies, as Obama's politics couldn't be more different than Trump's. After all, how could anyone pretend to be loyal to the current POTUS, while pushing toxic, liberal priorities? The draining of the swamp must continue. Source: Breitbart. Breaking agents make shocking discovery at the Mexico border. 2 Phoenix women, and 2 illegal aliens arrested by Tucson Sector Border Patrol for human smuggling. Tucson, Arizona. Tucson Sector Border Patrol agents from Nogales Station arrested 2 U.S. citizens and 2 illegal aliens Thursday afternoon at the Interstate 19 immigration checkpoint near Amado. An agent working the primary inspection lane referred the occupants of a 2014 Chevy Malibu to secondary inspection. During a subsequent search of the vehicle, agents discovered two Guatemalan nationals, illegally present in the country, in the vehicle's trunk. Agents seized the vehicle and arrested the driver, age 43, and passenger, age 27, both Phoenix area residents. Also arrested were two juvenile illegal aliens, both 16. All four persons along with the vehicle were transported to the Nogales station for further processing. The two U.S. citizens now face human smuggling charges and will remain in custody pending a disposition. The two undocumented juveniles will remain in custody, pending immigration proceedings. Federal law allows agents to charge individuals by complaint, a method that allows the filing of charges for criminal activity without inferring guilt. An individual is presumed innocent unless and until competent evidence is presented to a jury that establishes guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials welcome assistance from the community. Citizens can report suspicious activity to the Border Patrol and remain anonymous by calling 1-877-872-7435 toll-free. Reporting illicit activity could result in saving someone's life. U.S. Customs and Border Protection is the unified border agency within the Department of Homeland Security charged with the management, control and protection of our nation's borders at and between the official ports of entry. CBP is charged with keeping terrorists and terrorist weapons out of the country while enforcing hundreds of U.S. laws. Source: U.S. Customs and Border Protection. God bless.